Okay, so to create the profile view style, remember we're trying to match a view style for our section views, and this is the one that we used up to now that's called profile view. So we're gonna adjust this style to make it match like this, okay? So for that one, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna select it since the profile view exists, and then I'm missing the proposed ground, so I'm gonna go ahead and add that one in. So I will tell you that it's gonna be, I need to reference it. And then once it's referenced, I'm going to go ahead and go to Profile, create Profile from Surface, and simply add to Section A, add the proposed ground, and it adds in the proposed ground section view for the proposed ground surface for our section view profile. Okay. Select this guy. I'm going to go to Profile Views, edit Profile View Properties. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I have the Profile View style that exists already, but I'm going to make a new one. I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to go in here and copy the current selection of this profile view. I'm going to copy the current selection, and I'm going to go to the information, and I'm just going to call it my own view style. So I'm just going to call it for myself, engineering section view. So that way I'll know this is my particular profile view style that I'm going to use. And then that way it's here already. Apply and hit OK. So then this one is now my own profile view style. So that one, just to show you once again, is my engineering section view, okay? So for this one, I already went to the properties. I'm gonna go edit the profile view style. So I'm gonna go and edit the view style. And for that one, I'm gonna go through here and just start from the left to the right. So I'm gonna go and take off the vertical exaggeration, make that a 1, because I don't need it to be vertically exaggerated. And hit OK. Now, before I continue, I'm gonna go ahead and create the scale factor because I don't have the scale factor that exists. I'm going to go ahead and make one, unless you have one already on your list, but I don't have it on mine. So I'm going to go to custom and add the scale factor of the 1 inch equals 5 because it doesn't exist. So I just need to make sure that it's 1 inch equals the 5. So I'm going to go and add it. I'm going to call it 1 inch equals 5 feet. I'll make sure that that one is 1 paper unit equals a 5 drawing units. There it is. Hit OK. And then I'm going to go ahead and switch this over so that it's 1 inch equals 5 feet. So that way everything's reflective of the 1 inch equals 5 feet scale factor. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and continue with my profile selected, edit profile view style. And then from here, I already went with the information, which I started already. I set the vertical exaggeration. Under grid, there's really nothing to change here for grid. I'm going to go to title annotation. The title annotation is this one that says Section 8 profile, but I need it first of all on the bottom and to have this one together with the scale. So for that one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the location of it. I'm going to change it to the bottom, apply it so you can kind of see going to the bottom. I'm going to change the offset. I put it at 0, but I want to separate it from the line a little bit. So I'm going to go with maybe a 0.2. Actually, sorry, negative 0.2. Make sure I give it some separation from the bottom line, maybe negative 0.1. Again, this is now your preference, something that looks and matches this as much as possible. The text heights. Now, I didn't explain this on the video, but I did explain it during class. All the text height is 0.08 for the most part. The only one that it's different is the one where it says section. That the one in blue, that one is 0.14. But even the one scale is 0.08. And I already figured out with the help of a student how to set that one also the scale to be 0.08. So I'm going to go ahead and change this to 0.14 for the text height of the title. And then I'm going to go over here. And as far as the component, this one right in here, this component is going to be, I'm going to take off the word profile, hit OK there, apply it, because I don't need to see that one. I'm going to leave it as section A. And then underneath it is where I could add the scale, drawing scale, add that code in there. Of course, that one just adds the 5 scale, but I'm going to go in there. Since I wanted to say scale, I pretty much wanted to say just like this, scale colon 1 inch equals 5 feet. It only shows the number 5 because that's our scale factor. So I'm going to go in here, edit this guy. And I'll tell you right now how we're going to do the scale at a different size text, because right now it's still too big. But let me go back over here. And to this one, in front of this code, I'm going to add the word scale, capital letters, colon, space, 1 inch equals, space, the 5. But the 5, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that off, change the precision to 1, reinsert that code. So it's going to be scale, 1 inch equals, and then at the end of that, I'm going to add the foot mark. Hit OK, apply, and and that's how you get this. Okay. Now, this is, I think it's not really the correct way, but it works. That little text on the bottom, under where it says scale, it's the same size as the scale here. So I need it to be smaller. This is going to be 0.14. This one needs to be 0.08. So a student figured this out. I'm not sure if it's the exact correct way, but it works. So let me show you how we're going to do that one to put it under the a different size text. I'm going to select this one here. I'm going to go to Edit Profile View Style. And that little code is basically what's going to happen. Is I'm going to select in here, and I'm going to select all this information, including the code, and I'm going to copy it. I'm going to copy it and then delete it. Okay. Now, by doing that, I took off the section A, and I'm going to add it as Axis title text. So I'm going to go to title text, edit that guy, remove that text, right click, and paste all that scale, including the little code, and hit OK and apply. We're not going to see it yet because this Axis title text, if I go to display, the bottom Axis title text is actually turned off. The bottom Axis title is turned off, so I need to turn it back on so you can see it. There it is. But then I'm going to go back over here and change that height to 0.08. And then we have to just adjust the offsets. So I'm going to make that maybe 0.2 off, negative 0.2. Apply. Negative 0.3 maybe, apply. And that's how we're able to get this one at a 0.08 and this one at 0.14. Okay. Of course, this does need to be yellow, but I can adjust that within the and graph view title. I can probably adjust that here. Graph title, I can make that one blue. And then the bottom axis title, I can make that one yellow. And that's how we work with that so far. Okay, so we got that covered. Horizontal axis, nothing here. It's really going to be the vertical axis. So vertical axis on the left, I'm going to change that interval to 5 for the major, 1 for the minor. Text height 0.08, offset of 0, apply. And then we need to do, and if I'm not mistaken, I think I need to give it a little bit of more of an offset on the y-axis because the text is right up against the line. Select here, get a profile view style, give it a y offset, or actually x offset of negative 0.04 should be pretty good. And then I got to do the whole thing also for the right. Right interval of 5, 1, 0.04x, y of 0, apply. And then the last thing we're going to do is start working with a display. So I'm going to select it here and go to Edit Profile View Style, go to Display, and start working with these. So I'm going to take off the left axis, take that one off. The right axis, turn that one off. And then the horizontal grid, No, not the horizontal, sorry. It's going to be the vertical grid, major and minor, go away. The top axis, turn that off. And then we're going to make the top, the horizontal grid, make that one 240. The colors that we're going to be using for the grid horizontal major, or sorry, 244. And then the minor 8. And apply. One last thing will be the text of the left axis. Text needs to be yellow. And then the right axis text, right axis annotation, also needs to be yellow. And that is how we're going to match our style to match the section view. There's still a lot of other things that we still need to do. For example, I guess we can underline the section A. That goes up back under the style. Under title annotation, the section A, I select the code, go to format, and underline the code. So that puts it underlined. Section, the scale, of course, is relative to the scale factor, so it'll change the text. And that's how we fix this one. And then we'll continue with our next video on how to show you to get rid of all this other area here that needs to get adjusted, how to start drawing in all this information and start drawing in this text will be on the next video.